What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'm going to be doing today is going to be some Philly Cheesesteak Sliders. Now, I got this concept off of Facebook a while back. I did some pull-apart cheeseburger sliders. Then I even hit you up with a veggie slider. So I figured, you know what? I had some leftover buns. Let's go ahead and knock this out. Anyway, very simple ingredients. And you know what? This is the perfect thing to bring to a party, Super Bowl party, bar mitzvah, baby shower, whatever. Anyway, let's look at the ingredients. The ingredients for this are going to be pretty simple. We're going to be rolling with some slider buns. Any kind you like is fine. I am using a top round. As far as our meat, I'm going to slice that up super thin. I have some provolone cheese. You can use provolone or cheese whiz if you want to kind of go that route. I'm going to stick with the provolone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dice up these peppers. So we have a green pepper, red pepper, and then we're going to also dice up the onion. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this meat thinly sliced. And one tip, if you're going to be slicing some meat, I did have this in the freezer for about 2 hours, so it's a little firm. You're just able to cut meat thinner like that. Get this stuff cooked down. So I have my peppers and onions kind of diced up. Normally you would keep those in long slivers, but we don't want you biting it and pulling that out. And as far as the beef goes, we have it cut kind of small like that. Our first step though is going to be to just go ahead and cook these peppers and onions down until they are softened. And we're about 12 minutes in. We've got the peppers and onions pretty softened up. I'm going to go ahead and move these over to the other side of the grill, or excuse me, the other side of the skillet. I haven't added any salt or pepper to that yet. We'll get to that in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and throw in my meat. And I'm going to cook this, kind of turning every so often to make sure that all sides are brown. When I'm making a Philly cheesesteak, I'll use like a ribeye or something. So this top round was definitely a little bit less tender, should I say, but should be good for what we need. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, hit it with some black pepper. We're going to go kind of liberal on that, and then we are going to go with some kosher salt. If that should work there. And we are going to, at this point, we're going to just go ahead and mix this all together. I'm going to shut this burner off. I'm going to I shut the burner off, and now I'm just going to go ahead and let it cool. And once it's cooled down a bit, we're going to start making these sliders. You know what I'm going to do now, and it just kind of hit me. I do like mayo in my Philly cheesesteaks, so there's really not going to be a time to add it later. So I'm going to throw on a big old, let's just go with that much for now, and mix it in and kind of see how it's looking. That should give us kind of a creamy, you know, I'm going to need more than that, I can tell you that right now. So this is going to make everything even taste more creamy. I did taste that mayonnaise, and I'm glad I made that addition. Now let's go ahead and get these sliders made up. So like I said, very simple way to make sliders. We are just going to go ahead and throw this concoction on top of our buns. I've already had a layer of cheese down at the bottom. And you can put as much or as little as you want. You don't have to put the cheese on it if you don't want to, but figure you can't go wrong with more cheese. Alright, there we go on that. And we're going to go ahead and hit it with our cheese. And I did leave this cheese kind of sitting out a while, so it's not going to take so long to melt once we get it in the oven. And now we are going to top these with our buns. or with our tops. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit the top of these buns with just a little bit of canola oil spray. Not a lot. Now we're going to throw it in the oven at 320 degrees until the cheese melts. Here's what we're looking like straight out the oven. Now the only thing we got to do is taste it and see if it was worth all that effort. It's time to dig in and see if these were kind of as good as the last two I made. The cheeseburger sliders were off the hook. The vegetarian ones were great also. Let's try these.
The meat and the peppers came out perfect. The bread's still nice and crispy. It isn't soggy at all. Came out really nice.
You know what? Let's go with what Mason said. He might be feeling a little bit into himself because he's kind of trying to get his mac on with some girl. So Mason, I heard him singing. He was like, something for the honeys. Anyway, just joking. These are good. Try them out for your next Super Bowl, bar mitzvah, whatever you want to do, whatever type of party. These are a good addition. Anyway, these could have rested about another 10-15 minutes, but a brother was getting a little hungry. So thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.